or welcome back to Andy Con Trains. I'd like to thank everybody who's helped me achieve 2,000 subscribers recently. Thank you everybody who's continuing to view the videos, leave the positive feedback and comments, joining the live feeds. Recently, over the weekend, I've been building these Stewart hopper cars. So, this company is from this area. I'm not sure when, but Bowser bought them and now makes this pretty much similar stuff, maybe a little more detail. But if you see these at shows, especially coal hoppers, don't pass them up if you're building unit trains. I bought them at auctions for like $5 or $7, pretty cheap. So here's one I recently completed. I gave this one a hit with the airbrush, a nice base fade coat, a little weathering coat. I got KD number 5s on them and some metal wheels. Here's the cars I've worked on this weekend. This is the coal branch. I'll show you a little more detail of this in just a moment. Now some of these are 14 panels, 12 panels, and in the Illinois terminal are called 9 panels. I believe the 9 panels are a little newer car. They're a little easier to put together. Parts fit better. But like I said, for $5, I've been buying these for a long time. I will add they should weigh about 3.5 ounces, and with metal wheels, metal axle, and the KDs and the weights they provide, they're only about 2.5 ounces. I will be making my own coal loads for these, so I feel it's an easy way to get some weight in them. If not, I'll just add weight to the coal loads. It's that simple. Here's the last two that weren't coupled to the rest of them. This is a grate here, so they're free rolling. I want to mention also, if you do build these and you're using KD5s, make sure you use the KD number 5 mounts, not the ones that come with the kits. It seems that the height is off a little bit if you use the ones that come with the kits. Alright, so some other new stuff. This might have been in a previous video. My buddy and I met a family at the Edison train show recently. Guy's selling all this stuff. This is the custom short line he created. So we bought an engine from him. We're actually going to go and buy some more when we have time. All these cars behind that engine are all from the collection. This one, the GT car, the N&W, or CN&W I should say. Hit with the airbrush, just kind of messing around. There's some more behind there. The 2 last box cars back there are somebody different. Even bought a matching caboose. My buddy actually bought one as well. His is from the Howard Zane collection. I guess he did a custom run of stuff. Built these coil cars. The black one still needs to get another coat of paint. And decals for the brown one. Finally installed a fascia on the side of the layout. Really makes things look way better. So over here, I just was painting and doing other work and just kind of messed with the brush. I'll roll this so it looks nice and even. Along here, I backfilled everything up to the fascia. Used some earth brown paint. Earth brown is a color from PPG. You get at Home Depot. Buy the cheapest flat paint you can find. It's like $20 for a gallon. Lasts pretty long for your layout. I'm actually gonna have a ton extra once I'm done painting everything on here. Some static grass I've done recently. I do have 12mm static grass to use in other areas. I need to paint this road still. Nothing big. All this will get landscape foliage in the next week or so. Cut out the jigsaw and made the slopes and give it a little bit of life. Here's the other side. Here's my recent adventure. This was always a duck under, and I just got tired of ducking under and crawling under. So now we have a lift out. So one problem I had here is that the track was not designed to be part of the lift out when I decided to make this permanent and changed my mind a week or so ago. So this morning I actually redid a bunch of the track work, so it made it a lot easier and smoother. So right here is an adjustment screw. I forget what the name of the mount is, but you can find it in the hardware section at a Home Depot, wherever you get your hardware. It's a 1/4 thread. So you basically just drill a 1/4 hole, put it in there with your screw, and press it into the wood. So that whether temperature changes, you have to change the height a little bit. That's all there is to it. This is by far not perfect, but I have it tested out and it racked really good this morning for me. I even had cars that need weight and are pretty light run through, and I had no issues, thankfully. It's just not ideal because there's a switch on the end there, which is, my fault. So the hinges here have to be above the rail in order to make this work. I'll paint this all flat black, and it could be nicer, and there are other hinges, but I needed to function before I worry about how pretty it was. It's an overall shot of this side of the layout. More coal hoppers. I counted, I do own 117 coal hoppers, including built and not built. And I'm sure I'll buy more. Also over here, put the fascia on the layout. Where you see the curtains, I will be building shelves there in a week or so. I got a table saw, so I'll be able to rip some nice cabinet grade wood and make myself some shelves. So the last item I want to talk about, Proto 2000 on deck, GP7s. Got these pretty cheap. Have a decoder for the powered unit. One of them I just made a dummy. They're not always the best runners when you get these. So custom painted all this, been assembling it a couple weeks ago. I took a break from it. That will be decaled the Conway and Hoosier River, which will be the short line on my layout. I have on deck hoppers that I need to get decals for. That'll also be part of the short line. But once again, I'd like to thank everybody who helped me achieve over 2,000 subscribers now. Thanks again for all the positive feedback, comments, and joining the live feeds. We'll see you soon. And for O-Scale fans, we will be running some big steam on Thursday, so stay tuned for that. I might go live, not 100% sure yet on time. But thanks again. Hope everybody's having a good weekend.